Noctowl is a big generalist for Retro Cup and today we're building a team around it. Noctowl has two solid weaknesses and those are the ice types and lanterns. With those two out of the way, you can do a lot of solid work against the Retro Cup with your Noctowl. So let's see what we have here because we're gonna pair it up with Quagsire and Dunsparce. Those two can definitely cover the ices and lanterns, so with those two out of the way, Noctowl will have the best possible outcome on the ending of every battle. So right here we're gonna be able to tank one move on Dunsparce, and if you ask me, that worked pretty nicely here. And now Dunsparce can go in while they have the Double. So Double is one of those Pokemon that can definitely handle the normal types because of double kick being added over time in damage. So with that in mind, now we're just gonna go in with our Noctowl, trying to catch a Body Slam at least, and then try to finish them off with a potential Sky Attack. Of course, they can still survive. Now they're gonna bank some energy for the end game, which can be scary. And right here, my Shadow Ball will do severe damage to the Frostlass. So I'm expecting them to go ahead and shield, and right after I will go for the Stone Edge damage, but as it seems they were expecting it, so gonna press the move immediately. Down they go to a simple charge attack. Look at how easy it is for the Quagsire to protect Noctowl from those ice types, and now they back out. I don't know why, but perhaps the third Pokemon would have been pretty weak to my Pokemon. Frostlass is kind of a good lead for our Quagsire, and now we're gonna be met up with this Dunsparce on the mirror. So the exchange of drill runs is absolutely coming up, and this is gonna take a while to unfold, but our Dunsparce is shiny, so let's take a moment to observe it in action. And of course right here they're gonna get to their own drill run. You know what, I have a feeling that after this drill run they might have the upper hand on finishing me off, because I don't think I can survive, and even if I do, one rollout will just do the work. So down we go, and we have some pretty bad IVs to be honest, and now we can return to the battle with our Quagsire. So much energy stored up, and even if they return with the Frostlass, we can definitely reach to back Stone Edges to finish them off. One Stone Edge to one shot down the Frostlass. Once again, Pachirisu at the back, and we're gonna fulfill this amazing victory with Quagsire and not even show our Noctowl to our opponent. This looking like a pretty nice battle, and right into the next one now with another Dunsparce. Lately the meta has been shifted into a Dunsparce meta, and that makes a lot of sense because Dunsparce can cover a lot of the ice types and the flyers, so that's why you're gonna see it a lot while fighters are not that much around, and of course it has a very solid battle against any ghost type out there. So at this point we have the Cofagrigus coming in, and you know what, I'm just gonna switch out. Since I have Noctowl at the back, we can tank those moves with this and still gonna be able to deliver the finishing blow on the Cofagrigus. Here comes our Shadow Ball. I'm not expecting a shield or anything, so down they go at this point, and we're down on shields as well. This can be kinda problematic for us, however they return to the battle with Dunsparce, so Sky Attack here will do a decent amount of damage to this Pokemon. Almost broke my pencil over here. Anyways, Rock Slide will take us out, and of course on the final Pokemon they are gonna have a Frostlass. This is like a very common call with Frostlass and Dunsparce, but we're not gonna do it. We're gonna use instead Noctowl as we want to have the upper hand on other Pokemon, and I have found that a lot of trainers are using something like a Leaky Tank as their backline Pokemon, so this can be kinda helpful. Another Stone Edge on the Frostlass to grab this victory for us, and now Deoxys up on the lead for our Shadow Quagsire. So at first about Shadow Quagsire I was kinda problematic on how it will perform. I still think that the regular one has a lot of play, but to be honest, the Shadow Mud Bombs are still adding up in damage so much for the pressure on the opponent, so that you can definitely bring them to no HP in no time, especially after the rework on the attack wise factor of Mud Bomb by Niantic. Niantic this season. So anyways, like I told you before, we have here the Lickitung, and Noctowl is a big threat to Lickitung because we resist those leaks by a lot, and look at how much energy we already have while we can try to finish it off with style. Down they go, and now let's see how they want to return to the battle because they definitely have the Deoxys up on the lead. So here is the Deoxys, big time with our Shadow Ball now, and we're gonna do a lot of work. Mud Bomb right after. Let's see what they have at the back though, because I'm not expecting a shield. Seems like they want to serve this Deoxys like a punching bag here, keeping those two shields for the end game, but it ends up being something like a Galvanzula, and we can just dominate this battle now, especially that we do not have Noctowl, so that we can let it go through. It is gonna be a Lancer, gonna knock out our Pokemon, and right after, of course, we can bring into play our Dunsparce and absolutely wall down this electric Tarantula out of the way. Look at how easy it is to reach to those moves. Rock Slide for the win, and right after the farm down with those rollouts. Into the next one, trainers, and let's see what we have up on the lead. It is gonna be the Dapple. What a surprise. Dapple is also everywhere, both on Single Cup and the Retro Cup. We are seeing this Pokemon, perhaps on the Remix as well. I'm not sure, but perhaps. I have a good feeling about this Pokemon, especially now that we are having a Hulu event coming up the following days. Yes, trainers, you heard that right. Not only on GBL as a reward, but also on the wild, we're gonna be able to encounter Hulu these days. So here Shadow Ball is gonna be able to knock out this Frostlass, but of course they have to respect it, that's why they are gonna shield. I'm just gonna let it go through, even though I'm getting super close to another Shadow Ball, because I know that for the third time that will not be the charm for me. They can definitely outspeed, and I will just spend my shield for the Quagsire because I have a lot of energy to spare here. Stone Edge to one-shot Frostlass once again. Is this the fourth time that we're gonna do that? I think so. So we're met up right after with a Trevenant at the back, and now Dapple will emerge out of nowhere to hit us with those body slams. Things aren't looking that great because they can still reach to another Drill Run, and now we're gonna go down to the Body Slam. Or not, we can still survive, able to reach to the Drill Run, so it's all up to the battle against the Trevenant. Unfortunately though, they will farm down. All we have to do here is to bait and try to snipe them down with a single Stone Edge. We can do that, and to be honest, I don't think that it would be enough, so down we go to the Trevenant. Not a lot of Trevenants in the meta, but when you see one, well, and every time it is gonna be a struggle. So Lantern up on the lead, pretty solid lead for our Quagsire, and at the back we're met up with a Kingdra. Kingdra with Shadow can definitely be an all-around pick, but to be honest, even if they reach here to the outrage, we can do a lot of solid work with our Sky attacks. And with Noctowl out of the way, the other two Pokemon can definitely handle Lantern, that's why I'm not shielding at all. On the plus side also, we have the total farm down on the Kingdra, and of course whatever remains at the back, I'm not expecting the Frostlass for sure, the Lantern for sure, is gonna still be kinda weak to my moves. Unfortunately here we cannot reach right on time on the Stone Edge, but instead we're just gonna go down, and now we have two shields against no shields, and they have a Lantern and the Altaria. So you can see as to how good Dunsparce can be on the closing part over here, able to deal super effective damage with its moves. What we need to take care of is though the switch at some point. That's why I'm not throwing at all, waiting for that switch to happen. That was their only win condition, if they could catch at least one move, and at this point all I want to do is to overfarm as much as I can to go for one extra Drill Run for that Lantern and one Rock Slide for the Altaria and secure this victory. So here comes the final blow. Down goes Altaria, and another victory will be for our team. Into the final one, trainers, with a Quagsire against Mew. So Mew can always be tricky. It can carry pretty much anything on those special caps. If I was about to encounter it on the Open Great League format, well, the moveset is standard Surf or Dragon Claw, and then Wild Charge or Flame Charge. But right here, anything can be expected, even Energy Ball. Yeah, even Energy Ball, as you have seen. So Stone Edge now able to grab this shield out of play, and of course right after we're gonna switch out into our Noctowl. After we farm a little bit more with our Quagsire, you have to do this thing consistently, because you want to get out of the battle with your Quagsire always with energy. So right here, Sky Attack is gonna connect for big time damage, on the Dragon, but I doubt they're gonna reach to another move, so I can easily farm down here with those Shadow Mud Shots. They have the Kindred at the back, so let's see, trainers, can we finish them off with style here? No, we cannot, but still big time damage on the Kingdra. All I have to do is to predict here the Octazooka. It is gonna be the Octazooka, and we are gonna have the debuff on our side, which is kinda bad because right here we might just not be enough to finish them off. So Mew will get the chance to try and unleash some charge moves here. It is gonna be just another energy ball, which means that we can reach the drill run right after. So down goes the Mew. They still have the shield, but we have so much energy to spare. They're gonna go down if they do not shield here, but even if they did, well, another drill run would just seal the deal. So that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end. Of course, just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, and consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more of my content in the future. Also, I have for you, before you go, 2 videos for you to check out and perhaps continue your Ganeto journey, so feel free to check them out, and I will see you all into the next one.